opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
One's the mic. Watch 180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 1. Mike 1. Target.
Change it.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Oh, one's the middle. Watch 1. Big stop.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out. Check 9.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Watch 1.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
So Mike's number 1. Come on, D.
Here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Azeez Ojulari, his 2nd sack of the night.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
31's the mic. 65.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Watch the run, watch the run. Slam.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On third down, Barkley. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run with Barkley, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go. 31's the mic. Hey, let's get him.
Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jones flushed out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Switch. Check.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Come on, run.
Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Check.
Chubb will get the call running left. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Check 50, check 50.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
A give. This is Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Every day, any day.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing, Jones. Trying to improvise. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Watch twin.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already. That doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem there's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Now Chubb running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on second down.
Finish it on. Long day, offense. It's going to be a long.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Check 24.
Rolling to his right. He gets this to Davante Adams. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 68 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings us 2nd and 7.
Check. Cougar 19.
Check tight. 25. Check 25.
Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run forward with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It's a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And they'll run again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's not going to get in as the try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch 1. It's our
They run it again with Chubb. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Second down, here's Barkley again. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
60 Bobcat.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
60 Eagle.
Hey, you don't want it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60
I'm
Eagle.
about to take you to school. Watch the twist.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Here we go.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Rush in.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Watch one. I got one. Check 43.
Alert 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
He don't want it. Tight dog.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
So Mike's number one. Danny.
Now Jackson. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey